play with your life. Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy with me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And the Panthers, who were the least penalized team in the entire NFL last year, come up here on a 1st and 15. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, McCaffrey. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now running right through it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw is Bortles. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Bortles now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Completes it to Lee. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, Bartman?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. He's got it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is good.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Dontari Poe in on the stop. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
372.
On second down, here's Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Bortles. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll go down at the 28. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Lambo will put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play. If we were watching this in the film room, when we clicked off the film or something.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go, sack. Come on, come on, come on.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he Gets it to Funchess, complete. Funchess is free. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, 64 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. On first down, Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Bortles now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Throwing now is Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Lambeau will put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Bortles. That one complete to Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right to the 3. Get hot.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. Great. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now out come the Jags. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Bortles. Flush to his right. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Sunday, Sunday. Green 80.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Sua Cravens in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Lucy. Check. Green 80. Check.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Caught left side by Funchess. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll set up a throw. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. McCaffrey on the counter. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
third down. He'll drop to throw. Wright's got it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
He'll look to throw, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. It's their quarterback, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Bortles now to throw. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Bortles got to have this one. He's got the hook up to Wade. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Green 80.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He finds Taylor. Complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 80.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. This will be caught inside the 10. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now Bortles again. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his first touchdown as a Jacksonville Jaguar. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And he's able to put it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all shoot.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over.